Hi, this is Oguzhan. Welcome to another UiPath tutorial. In this video, I will try to show you how to use state machines in UiPath. Generally, we use state machine in UiPath when we are implementing robotic enterprise framework projects, which are actually REFramework projects. And so state machines consists of states, transitions, conditions, and final state. And today I am going to implement some sample use case, which is an ATM application where you can deposit or withdraw your money, and of course I will use state machines for that. So let's start implementing. First of all, let's go for state machine search and get our state machine here, and let's open it. As you see, there is a starting point, and now we are going to one by one implement our ATM application. So first thing, I need a state here, and let's just connect this one to our state. And here let's change display name like withdraw deposit, and let's open it. Here we are going to implement our logic. So first of all, let's use input dialog, and what do you want to do? Choose option. Let's change to multiple choice, and here let's put withdrawal and deposit. Let's call it choice. And let's change the scope of that choice to the state machines. I also need to define starting balance. So let's go for assign, and let's define, I'm using control key by the way, balance amount, and let's call it like 1000. And let me change to the integer, and here again state machines. Okay, my balance amount is $1,000 right now, and I am asking to user, what do you want to do, withdrawal or deposit your money? So based on this choice, either we are going to withdraw the money or deposit our money to our account. So as a next thing, let me go back here, and I will get another state, and it will be deposit state, and another state will be withdrawal state. So here let me get another transition here and another transition here. So these are the states, these are the transitions, and now I need to define conditions for those transitions. So let's go here first. Let's say if choice is equals to deposit, I will go to the next state, which is deposit state. So let me change to deposit, and let's get back to here, and this is deposit transition. When I choose deposit from that input, it will go to deposit state as a next step. And here let's go for another input dialog, and let's ask the customer, how much do you want to deposit, and enter amount. It will be text box, and let's call it deposit value, which is again string here. And let's change to again state machines. Right after this one, we are going to add this deposit value to our balance amount. So let me do that. Assign, put it here, and balance amount will be balance amount and deposit value. We will get this error because it is not integer value, so we need to change it. Let's do that. For that, I'm going to use this function, convert to integer, and yeah. So as a next step, let's also show message box to user saying that, let's open it, your deposit is successful, new balance, and balance amount to string. So this is for the deposit scenario. So let me copy and paste it here. How much do you want to withdraw this time? And enter amount, and it will be withdrawal amount or value. And here we need to check if there is enough balance. So for that we need to use if condition. If withdrawal value is bigger than balance amount, we shouldn't allow to make this withdrawal. And here again I am getting an error. So to resolve that, I need to change this withdrawal to the integer, actually convert the integer. Okay, so here we can say message box, your balance is insufficient, we cannot process your request, for example. And if not, here we will make that withdrawal. So let me use assign. Balance amount will be here, balance amount withdrawal value, which is again will be converted to integer. I am basically subtracting this value from our balance amount. Let's click OK, and we can delete this, and we can get this here, and we can change your withdrawal is successful, your new balance is this. Okay, then we can simply take our states to the final state. So let me search for that final state. Okay, let me get it here, let me get this thing here, and here also I need to implement this transition condition. Let's change the name first, it's withdrawal. Okay, and here we can say choice equals withdrawal, and then continue. Yeah, and the final state we can simply say message box and process is completed. And as a transition we can define to end process, and if choice equals, maybe let's call it exit, and again I will use it here to end process, and condition will be this. And here right after this deposit, maybe I can assign that to our choice value. Let's call it exit, and also I will copy and paste it here. Right after this one it will be exit, so it is going to finish the process and send it to the final state. So let's just try to run it. So currently we are on withdrawal deposit state. I will choose withdrawal. How much do you want to withdraw? Let's say 100. Click OK, and your withdrawal is successful. Your new balance is 900. Click OK, and process is completed. Maybe here we can also type our current balance. You have balance amount to string and plus $, maybe. And here also let me put it here, deposit, you have balance amount to string and again plus $. Okay, so let me just run it. I want to withdraw money. Okay, it is not visible, interesting, so let me just close this and take it to the, not the dialog title, maybe we can put it here. Sorry, you have this amount, enter amount. Yes, and here, okay, let's close it. Let me take a look at here, enter amount. Okay, So click OK, and let's get back to here. Also, I need to take this from here and I need to put it here. You have this amount and please enter your amount. You have this amount, enter your amount. Okay. Again, let's just start it. Withdrawal. You have this money, enter amount. Okay, I just want to withdraw 250. Is successful and your new balance is this. Okay, good. And process is completed. Let's just start over. This time I just want to make deposit money and I have this amount of money and I just want to deposit $500. Click OK, and now I have this balance $1,500. Okay, and again I'm at the final state and process is completed. I think I just gave you basics of state machines in UiPath. As you see, we have states, we have transitions, and we have conditions for those transitions, and we have that final state which is completing our state machine for our sample use case. I think this will be all for today. Thank you for watching my video. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. See you in next video. Bye for now.